Hello Zenbees. Zentangle is a meditative art form that is a relaxing method of creating abstract art using structured patterns. It teaches and focuses on being mindful and present. Zentangle requires no artistic skills. Welcome to our 31 Days of Zen, the October project, Magical Stars. I'm Sandhya Manne. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here throughout this month of October. It's day 21 and we are working with string number 6 from the Magical Stars template. To join the fun, log on to www.sandhyamanestudio.com/magicalstars. You can find all our previous projects from this series on the playlist Magical Stars. So for today's project, I'm working on a regular white round Zendala tile with my black pen, pencil stub, gold pen, white pen, some watercolors and some gold paint. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. On to tiling now.
Hello, so this is day number 21 with string number 6, and this is my string. You can get your strings from the Magical Star template. Log on to www.sandhyamanestudio.com/magicalstars to get that template, register there, and you'll get an instant download of the template there. Now this is string number 6, which is being placed on my white round Zendala tile, and then we are going to work with black 01 micron, a 08 black micron, number 10 white jelly roll, and here's my gold jelly roll, pencil stub, white charcoal pencil stub, and we're going to use watercolors, and I'm going to use some watercolors. So with that comes the brush and paper towel, water, and I'm also going to use gold for my gold paint for the string. So these are the supplies that we'll need. Now let's get started. Okay, so before we start inking this, I want to make some adjustments with the string. So here's what we're going to do. So this is, say this section is 1 and this is 2, 1, 2, this intersection. Okay, so 1, 2. So I'm just marking it as 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now this is again 1. So now I want here, do you see this? This is basically pentagons, 2 pentagons, one over another. Now I want to make this interlapped. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to erase this section where this is getting this upper one is going over. So here I'm pulling out my line like this. So here this bottom pentagon kind of came over the upper pentagon. So then number 2 we're going to leave it as is. Again, number 1 we're going to do the same thing. We want the bottom one to come up. So I'm going to erase that line and pull this line out like this. So ignore the 2. We're not doing anything at 2. Now again at at 1, just pulling the lines like this. And 2, leave the 2. Again at number 1 we are going to pull this line and go ahead like that. Now ignore the 2, number 1 again. So if you find this too confusing, don't worry, you can just ignore that, but I think this creates a nice looped effect. So I want to go with this. So now I'm going to ink this whole thing with my pen. So if you have to watch this again, please do, but if this is too confusing, just ignore, don't worry about it. Just trace the pencil lines and we'll add gold to it. Okay, so now this is going over like this. Okay, and I'm also going to go around inking this line. Okay, so now let's get started with adding our gold. So I'm going to first start with this. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit of gold on my palette. I'm just using a plastic sheet for my palette here. And now we're going to use, so I'm just going to wet my brush. I'm not going to add too much water because this has enough moisture, or there's enough water in this to for it to move. So this is more than enough. We don't need more water, so it's already in semi-liquid format, so this is good. So don't add too much water like the way we would do for watercolors. This for acrylics, this is just perfect. It's ready to use. So go ahead and add gold. Okay, let us now take your time to go on the other loop as well. Hello. So here this is all done. Now I am going to go around inking the line with a thicker tip pen. Okay, so I'm going to go about doing this. Take your time to do that. So we're just redefining those lines. Okay, so now let's get to adding colors. Okay, so we're going to work with pinks and purples. So I am going to start with the rose here in the center. Okay, so I'm going to go in and add so I'm going to add this color. This is violet. Okay. So over here I am going to add this orange, very light orange. Okay, this is done. Now the last section I'm going to add purple. Okay, so now let's add purple here. I'll let this dry a bit because I don't want that the other color, the purple color, to blend in that. So it is all done, and now I'm trying to add this very light with more water. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and then we'll start with the tangles. Okay, so let's get started. It's all dry and ready for tangles. In the outer section, we are going to create this tangle called Zenith. So it's a border tangle. So I'm going to start from this point, okay, and pull out a border like this and like this. So I'm going to do this at each of these corners. Okay, so now here I'm going to pull out two more like this, and we're going to connect that. Okay, now I am going to pull out 2 and 3 all our lines like this. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing that, and in this space I am going to add circles like that. Okay, so take your time, go around and finish this, and you can also go back in and add some black in those little gaps to give it a nice good finish. So let's do that. Let's do that and finish this. Okay, so here this is all done. I've added circles, I've added the black, all that, everything looks fun. Now let's get to our section here, this big triangle here. So here we're going to do flux. So I'm just going to pull out flux like this, and another one on this side, and I'm gonna add some one in the center like that, and then pull out lines. Okay, and then we're just gonna add some circles, or rather triples. Okay, so we will go in and add the blacks and those little gaps. Okay, so take your time, go around and add flux. Okay, so take your time, go around and do that. Okay, so here we are done with flux. Okay, I think it's all done. Now this little section that we have here, I'm trying to do well here, so I'm just gonna add a circle and pull out lines like that. So this is actually fragment C5 that works in a triangle, but it's kind of like well like that. Okay. Okay, so now here in the inner section, we're going to do this triangle called WAYBOP. So here's what I want to do first. I am just going to connect like this. So just like that. Very gentle line with pencil. Okay, so now somewhere here, I am going to make a mark like somewhere here, like about a centimeter maybe, and I'm just making a mark like that on the line. Okay, we're still eyeballing, we're not really worried about making it perfect. So if you see, I have gentle lines and then I have the dots made. So now I am from this dot on, I am going to pull out a pod like this. Okay, like that. So the pod is kind of along the line. Okay. So now I am going to connect these two like this, and these two I am going to connect from the top like this. So I'm not going to touch the upper section, but somewhere around like this. Now these two we're going to connect at the bottom, and these two we're going to connect at the top like this. Okay, so we're creating this little arc shape. So basically we are alternating. Okay, so now I am going to aura this line like this. So going all around and doing that. Okay, and now here we're going to aura this as well. Now this one is touching the star. Okay, so now here between these two we are going to again come like this, like that. So again I'm going to pull out my line. So this is matching the in the pod, and the outer line is matching the outer section like this. Okay, so now we're connecting the bottom part. Okay. Okay, so now let's add some details inside of these petals. So we have this petal that is kind of going up, that's on the top, and then you have this petal that is the bottom, right? That is going under this. So this is on the top and this is on the bottom. So we're first going to work on the petals that is on the top, like that's going over these two petals. So here we're going to do a simple lane tangle. So I make a circle and I pull out petals like that. Okay, so skip this. Skip this. So skip this. Okay, so now here we are just going to pull out a line like this, and then . for outlines like this. Okay, so I'm gonna add circle here and fill these gaps up. And over here I am gonna fill this. I'm gonna do like jonquil. Fill this and then alternate. Okay, so I'm going to alternate and fill this with black. I'm going to use my TheOctober pen. Okay, so go around and finish this and add details in these petals as well, and then we'll work on these two sections. Okay, so here this is all done. Now over here we are going to do facet. So facet goes like this. I'm just going to connect this pencil line that we drew. So let's go ahead and just connect that. Okay, and now we're going to add triangles inside, like aura triangles like this. If you have more space, you can add another triangle. I don't have so much space, so I'm just adding 2 here. Okay, and I just pull I just connect the corners like this by pulling out a line. Okay, and I'm going to fill this section up with solid black, the innermost triangle. Working with thicker tip pen is faster. Okay, so now in these sections I'm just going to go around adding printums, which is a simple spiral. Okay, and then we're going to connect, add circles here, or you can add solid black. So I'm just going to add circle there, the corners. Okay, so there it is, all done. Now let's get to shading. Okay, so let's get to shading. Okay, so first thing first, I am going to start from the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and add gold to this section here. Okay, so take your time, go around adding the gold like that, and then we are going to add the white in these circles like that. So take your time, go around and finish this. Okay, so take your time, go around, finish this, and then we shall get into the inner sections. Okay, so here this is all done. I am going to use my white pencil and just add a little bit of white in the pots like that. So again, take your time to do this. I'm just randomly adding on one side. Okay, so first thing first, I'm going to go along the star with the pencil for shading. So go around to that. Okay, so this is done. I'm quickly going to just smoothen this out. Okay, so now here inside this, I'm going to start with some gold. So we're going to add some gold here and some gold inside of the circle. Okay, so now I'm going to use white 10. Just add okay, and I'm going to take the white pencil and just pull out some lines like that. Okay, and now I am going to pull out lines like this only for this section. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a pencil, take the pencil here, just adding a bit of white highlight here. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing here, go along the flower like that. Actually, I'm going to go around like this a bit. Okay, just blending this. So take your time around and add pencil on all sides, and you're just gently blending it. and a little bit of white here on the spirals. Okay, so let's call this done. Okay, I want to add something on the star as well, so I'm just going to go around adding dots like this. Okay, so all done. Let's sign this and journal. So I'm going to put my initials somewhere here, and let's journal this. So this is 21st of October 2022, and this is basically day 21 of Magical Stars, and this is string number 6. So we started off with Zenith, then we did WAYBOP, we did Flux, we did Fasset, and we did Fragment C15. Okay, so these are tangles, and here it is, the tile all done and ready.
Hope you had fun on this project with me. I would love to see your creations. So head on to our Facebook group, Zenith, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zeniths. So sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at Sandhya Manne or hashtag MagicalStars. So I get to see your lovely works there, and I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamanestudio.com for classes, courses and workshops. So now it's time to comment. Please comment and let me know how you enjoyed this project because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. To join the Magical Stars October project, log on to www.sandhyamanestudio.com/magicalstars and register right there. I will see you tomorrow with another project. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Bye bye. Namaste.